Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where everyone is located. I am back in New Jersey after returning last night home from the Napa Valley. And boy, did we have some breakthrough discussions and conversations at DMSC, the Digital Marketing Strategies Conference in the Napa Valley. It was an amazing weekend. Conference started on Sunday, finished up Tuesday night. Everything went perfectly, but there was a lot of big discussions, bombshell data shared, and some breakthrough innovations, some case studies from Cavalli and DGDG with their vendor partners that were really compelling, and also setting things up for the AAA Summit in November in Palm Beach at the beautiful O Hotel, EAU. So if you want to get a little highlights from what we accomplished this week at DMSC, I'm going to give you a few overviews. Richard was there. Richard, what can you tell our viewers, since you were there, what you thought of the conference, what you thought of the topics, and then what was the one thing that hit you the most? That would be great. And Tony was there. Tony, great. Thank you for also coming out to DMSC. Same question, Tony. How would you rate the conference? What was a conversation that really stuck out for you, especially as you go back this week now and apply this information? So let me tell you a few things. Number one, David, yes, wish you were there. It's so good to see you. And I know that you're very, very busy back in automotive retailing. So love to catch up and see what you're doing. And Michael, Canada in the house, Michael Trello. Hey, thanks for commenting. Yeah, the feedback was really good, but I wanted to say that there were a number of things in our favor. Thomas Gage, how are you? We sold your house. Oh, so you sold your house. Wonderful. Congratulations. But I understand why you weren't there. You're in the middle of selling houses and moving on with the next stage of your life. Well, the weather was perfect, and that's one thing that made it wonderful. We had great food. Heather said, great conference, 10 out of 10. The biggest thing was the call tracking and looking at outcomes over the number of leads. Heather, thank you for bringing that up. That's really was one of the bombshell pieces that when you look at outcomes, conversion outcomes from Google paid search, you'll find out that what you thought your cost per lead was, which really meant cost per sales opportunity, is 3 to 5 times higher than you would have thought in any other ways from the reports that were given. So Richard said highly rated. Let's put that right up on the screen there. That's good. Yes. Love that, Richard. Thank you. Sunny and beige. I'm not really sure what, Tony, what is sunny and beige? Well, I'm going to go with Heather's comment because it's very clear what she was paying attention to. Beige. Don't know. Well, we had some breakthrough case studies that we're really looking into. How do we craft our marketing strategies to obtain the results that we want, which would be more sales opportunities? And I encourage the dealers to make sure that they have call tracking in place to listen to marketing campaign outcomes. There is no excuse in 2021 for anybody not to use a call tracking company. We had 4 of the top companies there. We had Call Source, Car Wars, Call Review, and Interactive Tell. Each of those companies can provide the call outcomes for Facebook, call outcomes for Google, call outcomes for your special digital marketing or click traffic. Here's Darren. Yeah, move Forum leads to real-time engagement. Yes, we talked about the work that Kevin Fry shared at Digital Dealer. Kevin couldn't come out to DMSC this year, but also this was a conversation we started 3 years ago, which was reducing the number of forums and turning into a service culture where you staffed your online showroom. And Kevin uses CarNow technology, and Tim was mentioning that from the main stage. Oh, inside every conference room is beige. Yeah, I guess so. I'm not sure why anybody would remember that as one of the most important things. Good weather and beige. Okay. But then again, Tony, like me, is a contrarian. But Tony had also commented that he has significantly cut down waste in his marketing spend. And that was great to hear, as he has been coming to our conferences and listening. Hey, Rick, how are you? Rick, we're having a great day. I hope you can come out to the AAA Summit in November. We're going to be challenging dealers to be sharing wow data-driven solutions for their business. We're asking for the vendor community to come and prove why they believe that their solution is the best in the market in their category using data from a dealer. And then we're also encouraging OEMs to come out and share about the connected car and the future of data-driven service, data-driven ownership marketing. So we're looking for some of the OEM teams who've been working on connected car data and using that in a marketing way. So here's a good hear about culture changes. Yeah, Tony, that was great. You know, I think that the culture at DGDG and the culture at Cavalli shows that when the leaders are willing to set a high bar, a high standard that is aligned with just human needs and doing the right thing, that it creates a better work environment. And then, of course, we heard from Fleming Ford and J.M. Ryerson on the importance of people, building teams, and how to do that. And it looks like there was a lot of interest, and I think we're going to do it in a workshop format in November. There were some people who were asking, based on the data, based on real life situations, what's the best hiring strategies, onboarding strategies, and cultures that are getting people to stay. Oh, Alan, man, hey, here's a big comment here. Yeah, Alan, I said it at DMSC, I'll say it again. There cannot be a dealer in my mind that can make a compelling argument why they wouldn't invest in call management software. Remember, Car Wars, Call Review, Call Source, Interactive Tell, you should get demos from all four. Pick one which matches your culture and your thinking. But what we showed is that dealers are accepting reports on cost per lead or cost per conversion, which is a false friend metric. Yet what we need to do is really get to a cost per sales opportunity. How much does it cost to get someone to call, chat, text, use the digital retailing tools to provide enough information to have a conversation? And then are we popping up forums all the time, or initiating or offering conversational commerce as our first mode of entry? These were two of the topics that were discussed, but there was more. We had presentations from both Spectrum Reach and Effective, formerly Comcast Spotlight, talking about data-driven television advertising, both in a traditional format, premium video content, and OTT, and how to measure that. Hey, Bob, how are you? Plus one. Oh, I'm not sure what plus one is, but here's Robert. Great venue, great. Yes, Robert, thank you so much for that feedback. Now, Bob Lanham from Facebook did a workshop at DMSC. And here's one thing that's really important. Anybody who couldn't go to DMSC, you can still buy a ticket. Every main stage panel discussion session, every workshop was recorded. Oh, there we go. Agreeing with Tony how good the content was. Thank you, Bob. Listen, on the main stage, I shared first to market data and my research with the AutoWeb team, which really made me go back and reconsider the research and the power of third-party portals and first-party data. So actually in August, I'm going to have 2 research reports published. I gave sneak peeks out at DMSC. The first one is on optimizing Google SEM and really reframing the new minimum standard for Google SEM reporting, Facebook reporting, to be focused on the cost per sales opportunity and stop doing cost per lead. Because what is a lead? For most agency reports, a lead is just a conversion. And what dealers are not understanding is the conversions they think are supposed to be for sales are really for service or some other thing other than the campaign's purpose. Oh, fun presentation from Tim Martell. Thank you, Tony. Yes. In fact, Chip Perry said to me and Tim that was the best presentation that he ever saw in automotive. I thought that was awesome. Heather, thank you for that wonderful comment. Yeah, Tim did a great job on Search Wars, talking about his viewpoint, strategy, and implementation process for world-class SEO in automotive. Again, every session, every workshop is available, and you can just purchase a ticket. I'll put the link in there, right? I'll put a link in here so you can purchase a ticket. Let me just go back to, okay. And yep. Here is the link. Boom. So if you want to go ahead and do that. Here's another comment. Thank you. Alan, I really appreciate that. You know, our team is always focused on serving. I try to demonstrate that, as you know, as I'm running the conference. I'm helping fix technical things, helping with the wine, or helping gather people in the workshops. This is a hands-on team, a lot of family members in the business, but other people obviously as well. Kelly Verdi did an amazing job with all the graphics and marketing and materials. Dawn Pash, and obviously my brother and partner Glenn, Denise Casagrande, Sarah from our team, Steve, my brother from remote. I mean, everything was good. Jason, you were there. Man, you have a laundry list of items to prepare for a cookieless future. Yes. So we had panels that were talking about future marketing strategies and how Cox and Synchro, some of the largest digital marketing companies, were planning on dealing with cookies. Also, we had Amal from Stream Companies join the panel, and they're doing a lot of amazing things. We also had some new companies present. Drivonic is a agency grade or large dealer group marketing platform with some breakthroughs. We also saw Update Promise present with the Cavalli Group on how they transformed customer communications, payments, appointments for both sales and service. Some new companies were present. Of course, we had some great kickoff conversations on Monday morning with the MarketScan team. Even in fact, I have my MarketScan t-shirt on or polo shirt. And for those of you in the marketing industry, if you haven't considered integrating the MarketScan API into your tech stack to allow you to have Google ads, Facebook ads, email marketing campaigns, or direct mail pieces with transactionable payments based on the consumer's situation, well, that's something you should really think about, because the data warehouse and the number of computations that MarketScan performs a day is just mind-blowing. Here's Catherine said, can those of us who are in attendance? Yes, yeah, absolutely. So everyone who purchased the ticket, whether it was live or virtual has access for 30 days. Now, let me just put in Dawn's email address. And if you purchased the ticket and for somehow didn't get the live stream link, it's just dawn.pash@pcgcompanies.com. And you can have the ability to get the login and watch all the things. Let's see. Market Scan's presentation was one of my favorite. Great info and data. Absolutely. When you understand that Market Scan powers an amazing amount of the digital retailing platforms and website calculations and loan and lease payments, and then their MScam app is just an amazing tool for dealers who maybe are not in love with any of the digital retailing platforms, but want a consistent tool that anywhere at any time can present a contractable real payment based on the consumer's real needs and actual situation. But then imagine connecting that into marketing campaigns. Whoa, man, that is amazing, especially dealers who are doing one-to-one marketing. And Jason, thank you for bringing that up. We had a number of great workshops, and I wanted to thank Colleen Harris from Synchro for doing the GA4 workshop. I want to thank Kat and Dan Moore for doing a deep dive analytics workshop. I want to thank Sarah, Glenn, Paul Daly, who were doing certification workshops. I mean, there's been a lot of things here. Let's see. Great. Thank you for the anonymous LinkedIn user. I love that. Sometimes it's just like anonymous. I'm not sure why it's anonymous, but the great news is that when you buy a virtual ticket, you absolutely can play those videos in your conference room for your whole management team, your whole marketing team, and it would be extremely beneficial for you to have really what it is, an updated masterclass on digital marketing, retail sales process, digital retailing, and even hiring strategies. The two case studies presented by the dealers were very compelling, very impressive, very powerful. So I want to thank Jeremy Beaver, Gina Walsh, and everyone who put these opportunities in front of the dealers. Now, in November, the AAA Summit, I'll put that link up. It is absolutely, let's just see, Automotive Attribution Summit. There we go. So the dates are November 14th, 15th, and 16th in Palm Beach, and we're going to be on the island at the beautiful O Hotel. The breakers couldn't accommodate, especially with all the COVID restrictions. We had to find a place where we can locked in. Heather said, were the Sunday morning sessions, this is good questions, for in-person tickets only, or will those be uploaded as well? Great question. So Heather, the presentations on Sunday morning, the certifications were just for live attendees. Here's the reason why. We did not set up cameras in each of the workshop rooms. On Sunday, we were setting up all the camera equipment for the main stage. So that would be the only piece that was not available for replay. A lot of things to consider when you think of all the content and all the speakers, that we had. Glenn had an amazing panel with some dynamic automotive leaders talking about should salespeople brand themselves. That was one of the most active and fun panel discussions for sure. The future of digital retailing was very lively as well. Chip Perry being the dissenter on the panel, really thinking about what the future looks like. There was also a lot of buzz in the conference rooms about single point of contact and how a single point of contact and a better customer experience is where we should be pointing our efforts to, just because 90+% of all the transactions are still happening in the showroom. So why don't we fix our showroom process? Well, we have a lot of things to talk about. I also want to thank Ron Koch from Autodata, JD Power, from coming out and really being a great student, listening, and we're looking for some breakthrough data-driven presentation at the AAA Summit in November from the JD Power team. We had other folks out from the OEM and OEM management community, which I thought was awesome. Again, being good students of this industry means understanding what's going on at Tier 3, Tier 2, and of course, Tier 1. So in the fall at the AAA Summit, we'll have our sponsors, but for the first time, you'll have a chance to attend one of our conferences. Just if you're a vendor working in the auto industry, not a dealer, we do have vendor tickets for sale. So I want to make sure that you lock in those dates, November 14th, 15th, and 16th in Palm Beach. We'll start some light marketing on that, but if you go to the automotiveattributionsummit.com, you will be able to just lock and load the dates. Again, it's going to be at the O Hotel, which is a 5-star luxury hotel right on Palm Beach. And the nearest airport is PBI, West Palm Beach, or Fort Lauderdale, FLL, which would be the easiest two airports to fly into for the AAA Summit. If any of the members of the vendor community would like to sponsor and have a chance to do a workshop or be on the main stage panel, you can reach out to Carrie. I'll put her email address in here as well. And we have just a few sponsorship opportunities open that include speaking. So workshops and some panels are open. I think all the keynotes have been now sold. The conference is very highly anticipated, and the enthusiasm will be back. Tim Martell says, we'll be back for AAAS. Tim, after you just had what many thought was the best presentation ever at an automotive conference, I would hope you would be back. Just to see Tim's presentation would be reason enough to purchase a ticket for the virtual platform to see every workshop. And the other thing is to keep in mind, and we'll be doing this going forward, when you do attend a workshop, there's other workshops going on at the same time. So people always had like FOMO, especially if they wanted to see two speakers. The great news about our new conference formats is we'll be live and live stream, and every workshop is pre-recorded into the platform, so you have perfect quality workshop material, speaking, and presentations. And that gives you the opportunity to see every session. So those of you who were live in Napa, don't forget to go in and watch the other workshops that you missed, because depending on the block of time, in Napa we had 3 going on, and probably in the fall we'll have 4 going on, just because the AAA Summit is like twice as big. We have about 180 people out in Napa, and we'll probably have over 400 people at the AAA Summit. So mark your calendars, November 14th, 15th, and 16th in Palm Beach. I would recommend that you come out a day early. There's so much to do on the island and so much other activities that we're going to be having. So get out and plan early, or get approval now to attend. I want to thank some of the dealer groups that were present, the Morgan Auto Group. I want to thank their whole team, their biz dev team, for coming out. Larry H. Miller Automotive Group, Coons Automotive Group. The list just keeps on going on. David Long, thanks for being a great client and a great inspiration and encourager. Again, I want to thank the motivational speakers, J.M. Ryerson from Let's Go Win, and Fleming Ford and her ESI consulting group, which helps dealers with people, process, and modern retail infrastructures. I also want to let you know that there was a lot of talk about digital retailing, and Glenn and I have an independent consulting program for dealers who want to really lean in and improve their retail sales process to be more aligned with the technology and processes that consumers want. That will make it more enjoyable for your staff. So we don't sell digital retailing. Whatever digital retailing platform your OEM is recommending or you have chosen, we can help implement the right merchandising, marketing, and processes around that to be successful. So just keep that in mind. If that's one of the needs that you've realized at your dealership, you can contact me, Brian at PCG Companies, or Glenn at PCG Companies. Be more than happy to talk to you about that, especially since travel is opening up. So I am starting to accept dealer visit consultations. So if you would like me to come and speak with your managers and kind of put a framework together to help you be more effective with your marketing and sales process, we're also doing internal coaching and training travel at this time. So there's a lot going on for the closing 6 months of the year. I want to thank everyone once again for taking an interest in education, interest in getting better. I want to thank all our sponsors. I want to thank my wife, Carrie, and for really helping as a partnership provide the best educational events in automotive retail. And Bob Lanham, I hope that in November, you'll be able to join us. We missed you. We also missed the team from Goobagoo because of travel restrictions within their company. We were really glad that Spectrum and Effective opened up travel just in time for our conference. Great to see our partners there. And Heather, thank you again for those wonderful comments. Don't forget, brianpash.com has all the books. The Modern Retailing Blueprint is a great book to talk about the mindset of really embracing the needs of today's consumer and using new tools. Be on the lookout for some more interviews on my podcast. We just put up 3 amazing interviews. So if you just Google Brian Pash Podcast, you'll find it, and there's a lot going on. And they're applying to attend in person. New process for travel. Come on. Remember, Palm Beach, PBI Airport is the closest. Fort Lauderdale is the next closest, in case you have to put in, costs of airfare and all that goes involved with that. Thanks, everyone. It's been a blessing to meet everyone face to face. There was a lot of networking time and just good old hugs that were going on and handshakes of people that haven't seen each other in a while. So come out in November to Palm Beach to the AAA Summit. November is a beautiful time of the year in Florida. It's the real start of the full season, the winter season, where the weather is in the 70s every day. It's just gorgeous. No humidity, rain, go away, and just sun. So we'll be there at the beautiful EAU Hotel in Palm Beach. You can check it out online. And of course, if you have any questions, follow up, or just need some help at your dealership and you would like Glenn or myself to come out and spend a few days with your team, make sure you reach out. Love to set that up while there's still some time blocks on my calendar. I'm not going to be traveling as much as I used to, because I realized I don't have to. I can be more effective at home, but I do like with the right dealer group opportunities to really lean in, help them, and grow as a team. So thanks, everyone. I'll see you soon online, and of course in November at the AAA Summit, November 14th, 15th, and 16th. I'll see you soon.